Dear students, in this video we will solve the margin questions, English workshop questions and language study questions from the lesson Great Scientists. इस लेसन के मैंने क्वेश्चन और आंसर का एक उर्दू और हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन और एक्सप्लेनेशन वाला वीडियो भी बनाया है जो मेरे चैनल पर अवेलेबल है। अगर उसको आप देखना चाहते हैं तो देख सकते हैं, लिंक उसका आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिलेगा। और 9 क्लास के इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट के हर लेसन के हर क्वेश्चन और आंसर का मैंने एक पीडीएफ और ई बुक तैयार किया है जिसको आप परचेज कर सकते हैं, खरीद सकते हैं। लिंक उसका आपको पहली कमेंट में मिल जाएगा। Now we will start the margin question, and the first margin question is, before you read further, guess what the passage is about. So answer is, I guess by the heading that the passage is about the great scientists who continued their hard work and they couldn't be stopped by any difficulties. Listen, read and answer. Second question is, what were the odds against Faraday in his childhood? So answer is, Michael Faraday was born in a poor family and he suffered from a speech defect. So other child laughed at him and his teacher did not help him. He was forced to drop out of the school at the age of 12. Third question is, what is the meaning of? So first point is, reading became his obsession. So answer is, he became addicted to reading and he would read all the time he could get. Second point is, electricity became a lifelong fascination. So answer is, he was fascinated and amazed by the functions of electricity and he spent the rest of his life in the different usage of electricity and its invention. Think and answer. Fourth question is, why do you think Faraday's friend gave him a free ticket to Davy's program? So answer is, his friend might have known his fascination and dedication towards electricity, and Davy was a renowned chemist and his work on electricity was quite famous that time. So that's why his friend has given Faraday a free ticket to Davy's program. Fifth question is, find the answer on this page. So question is, what was the subject of Davy's lecture? So answer is, the subject of Davy's lecture was mysterious force of electric fluid. Sixth question is, what actions and thoughts of Faraday show that he was inspired by Davy? So answer is, the actions and thoughts that show that Faraday was inspired by Davy is below. So actions are, first is, Faraday was spellbound by Davy's lecture. Second is, he kept taking notes about the mysterious force of electric fluid. Third is, he was so engrossed in the lecture that he forgot to applaud. Fourth is, Faraday's notes were so comprehensive that he bound them into a book and decided to gift it to Davy someday. And thought is, first is, Faraday decided he did not just want to sell books, he wanted to be a great scientist, good enough to write his own books. Seventh question is, guess the meaning of mentor. So mentor means a wise and trusted counselor or teacher. Eighth question is, why did Davy choose Faraday as his secretary? So answer is, a chemical explosion happened inside Davy's lab and temporarily blinded him. He needed an assistant with an excellent memory, so he hired Faraday as a secretary. Ninth question is, was Davy fair in his treatment of Faraday? So answer is, no, he was not fair in his treatment of Faraday. 10th question is, how did Faraday respond to that treatment? So answer is, Faraday was relentless. He worked day and night and learned as much as he could about Davy's experiments, and very soon he was promoted to lab assistant and saw Davy's leading experiments. 11th question is, what happens when an electric current is applied to a wire? So answer is, when an electric current is applied to a wire, it causes that wire to behave like a magnet. 12th question is, an induction motor is a commonly used electrical machine. What examples of its use are given here? So answer is, the examples of induction motor are fans, air conditioning, sewing machine, photographs, power tools, cars and trains and airplane engine. 13th question is, give one example each to show that. So first point is, Faraday was a good pupil. So answer is, Faraday accepted Davy's assignment though he knew that it is impossible to complete, and he has a never give up attitude and he respected his teacher. Second point is, Davy was not a good mentor. So answer is, Davy never encouraged Faraday and never appreciated his efforts, and he was not happy at his pupil's success. He gave him an assignment that was impossible to complete. 14th question is, guess the meaning of reverse engineer it. So answer is, the process of analyzing the construction and operation of a product in order to manufacture a similar one. Think about it. 15th question is, Faraday kept a souvenir of his failure as a source of inspiration. So answer is, Faraday kept a souvenir of his failure to remind himself of these difficult times and to inspire him during difficult times. 16th question is write the idea behind an electrical generator. So answer is Faraday noticed that if he moved a magnet, it could produce electrical current. Thus, he could now convert motion into electricity. This is how the electrical generator was born. 17th question is why were Faraday's drawings not accepted? So answer is Faraday made hundreds of drawings, but he was unable to explain them in the form of mathematical equations. Without equation, they were not accepted. 18th question is does it mean they were wrong? So answer is no, it doesn't mean they were wrong. Later they were proven right. 19th question is try out the experiments of the iron filling and the magnet. So answer is that is how the iron fillings will look like if you put it on a paper over a magnet. यानी आपको एक कागज लेना है, उसके ऊपर आयरन फिलिंग्स रखना है और उसके नीचे मैग्नेट रखना है, और जब आप उसके नीचे मैग्नेट रखेंगे तो आयरन फिलिंग्स जैसे इस फोटो में देख रहे हैं तो वैसा दिखेगा. Now we will start the English workshop question, and the first English workshop question is write what is implied in the following sentences. And sentence A is but few know his inspirational life story, which is all about courage and fighting against the odds. So what does it tell you about Faraday's life? So answer is it means that many people know that Michael Faraday was a great scientist and inventor, but very few people know the life story of him and the struggle he did in his life and the fight he fought to gain the knowledge and to pursue his passion. B is even then Davy did not have much hope for Faraday. What do the words even then suggest? So answer is Davy knew that Faraday was very passionate about electricity and he was relentless and hardworking, and despite of being school dropped out, he had a very good knowledge of electricity, but still Davy thought that he won't be able to do much in the field of science. C is people started telling Davy that all of his discoveries the best was Faraday himself. What does it suggest about Davy's work? So answer is when Faraday did some discoveries, people started telling Davy about the invention of Faraday, not knowing that Davy never encouraged Faraday in his invention and all the hard work were done by Faraday, not by Davy. So credit was due to Faraday, not to Davy. Second question is break the passage into convenient smaller sections. Give subheadings or title to each section. सो आंसर में यहाँ पे मैंने पहले पेज नंबर लिखा है जो आप रेड कलर से देख रहे हैं, उसमें फिर पेज नंबर पर आने वाले जितने भी पैराग्राफ्स हैं तो उनके नंबर्स ऐड किए गए हैं, जैसे 1 2 3, और उस पैराग्राफ के जो फर्स्ट वर्ड है तो वो यहाँ पे लिखे गए जैसे माइकल फैराडे, और पैराग्राफ की जो लास्ट वर्ड है तो वो 2 के बाद में लिखा गया है, यहाँ पे है फर्स्ट में आप देख रहे हैं कि द ऑड्स, और उस पैराग्राफ का क्या नाम होना चाहिए, क्या सब हेडिंग होनी चाहिए, तो वो यहाँ पे लिखा गया है जैसे इंट्रोडक्शन. So page number 89, first is Michael Faraday to the odds and its name is introduction. So second is Michael Faraday to for his formal education, early childhood. Third is at 13 to lifelong fascination, intimacy with electricity. Page 89 to 90. Fourth is Faraday was to light bulb, introduction with Davy. Page 90. Fifth is that day in to keep trying, obsession with Davy's work. Sixth is Destiny had to leading experiment, struggle with Davy. Page 90 to 91. Seventh is even then Davy to directed at Faraday. So its name is invention of induction motor. Eighth is Faraday became to more jealous being famous. Page 91 and 92. Ninth is an angry Davy to difficult times, first failure. 10th is in 1829 to other devices, invention of electrical generator. 11th is remember that to polarization, introducing polarization. 12th is he then to not accepted, succeeded but could not explain. Page 93. 13 is fortune favored to these discoveries, helping hand from a friend. And 14th paragraph is Faraday's life to Sirjan Pal Singh, conclusion. Third question is list the different gadgets and instruments mentioned in the passage. Find more information about at least 3 of them using the internet. So answer is first is fan. A fan is a powered machine that is used to create a flow of air. A fan has some blades that rotate around an impeller or router. Though fan has been in the use of humans, but invention of induction motor by Michael Faraday added more speed to fan. Second machine is air conditioning. So air conditioning is the process of removing heat and moisture from the interior of an occupied space. The machine that is used for air conditioning is called air conditioner. Third is sieving machine. A sieving machine is a machine used to sieve fabric and materials together with a thread. Sieving machine was invented during Industrial Revolution and was hand-handled, but the invention of induction motor gave more speed to it. Fourth question is find out more about the following scientists with the help of the internet. So A is Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday was born on 22nd September 1791 and he died on 25th August 1867. So Michael Faraday was born in a poor family and couldn't complete his formal education, but his passion and hard work made him a renowned scientist. His main discoveries include the principle underlying electromagnetic induction, diamagnetism, and electrolysis. B scientist is Humphrey Davy. So Humphrey Davy was born on 17 December 1778 and he died on 29th May 1829. Humphrey Davy was an inventor who is best remembered today for isolating by using electricity, a series of elements for the first time. He influenced Michael Faraday. C is Thomas Edison. So he was born on 11th February 1847 and he died on 18 October 1931. Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor and a businessman who had been described as America's great inventor. He developed many devices like phonograph, the motion picture camera, and light bulb. D is James Maxwell. So James Maxwell was born on 13 June 1831 and he died on 5th November 1879. James Clerk Maxwell was a Scottish scientist in the field of mathematical physics. His most notable achievement was to formulate the classical theory of electromagnetic radiation. Now we will start the language study question, and the first question is find the following matter in the passage and copy the missing word. So sentence A is when he was 12, his mother was forced to take him out of school, thus putting an end to his formal education. B is one day he came across a book on electricity which had been sent to his master for binding. C is Faraday decided that day that he did not just want to sell books, he wanted to be a great scientist. D is Davy never believed Faraday could do anything in the field of science, going by his social status and education. E is people started telling Davy that of all his discoveries, the best was Faraday himself. F is he handed him a piece of Bavarian glass which was used in the lens of telescopes and microscopes and asked him to reverse engineer it. G is he went on to prove that these patterns were not a property of the iron fillings. H is it was Maxwell who translated Faraday's idea into a set of equations that are now called Maxwell's equations. Sixth question is now complete the following sentences using your own words. So sentence A is when he was 12, Faraday's mother was forced to drop him out of school and she stopped his formal education. B is one day he came across a book on the subject of electricity and his master was asked to bind that book. C is he decided that he wouldn't sell the book for the rest of his life, but he desired to be a great scientist. D is he never believed that Faraday could achieve anything great in the field of science because he neither had a social status nor a formal education. E is people started telling Davy that the best discovery he has made so far is Faraday. F is he handed him a Bavarian glass which was the essential part of telescopes and microscopes and asked him to make a copy of it. G is he went on to prove that these patterns don't take form because of iron fillings. And H is it was Maxwell who proved and presented the Faraday's idea in the form of equations, and these equations are known as Maxwell's equations. So these were the margin questions, English workshop and language study questions and answer from the lesson Great Scientist. आई होप कि आप लोगों ने इस वीडियो की मदद से क्वेश्चंस के आंसर लिखे होंगे. अगर आप लोगों का कोई डाउट हो तो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर पूछिए. वीडियो पसंद आए तो इसे लाइक ज़रूर कीजिए और अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ में शेयर कीजिए, और इसी तरह की इन्फॉर्मेटिव और एजुकेशनल वीडियोस के लिए मेरे चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। आई विल सी यू इन माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो।